Go get him. Here we go again. You ready? Nah, for real, for real, for real, for real. Seriously, seriously, seriously. Nigga, is you ready? Man, it's getting cold out there. It's most definitely getting cold out there. I'm saying. The studs are coming home to roost. Okay? The female relationship accountability space, whatever you want to call it, this should already falling apart. So today, I'm not sure where I might go with this shit, but we're gonna start with Dr. I think his name was Lane Bryant. Sorry, I'm not really a journalist. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. I'll try to be professional. And my favorite, Princella the Queenmaker. So Princella the Queenmaker is a I guess you could say an influencer. She has a very big following. Her content is mostly centered around pretty much like decentering men. I ain't gonna hold you. It's some really advanced stud game. You gotta realize that studs have a harder time satisfying women than the actual man. Because most of the relationship, from the outside looking in, at least, it's she still wants y'all both still need a man. That's the conundrum of the whole thing. Is y'all both, even if you a woman with another woman, when y'all have problems, a majority of y'all problems, you'll have to call another man to assist y'all. There will be limits to y'all's abilities to handle certain situations. You know what I'm saying? Especially things that require strength. Let's me couple right now. They got 3 or 4 cases of water in the back of their car. And they just carrying bottles up the stairs. They taking 4 bottles, saying, you know what, I won't need no more than 4. But anywho, a few things came across my desk. I think we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna start with Princella because I just want to get it out the way. I'm sorry. It's very few people to where like I can't be objective with her because her content doesn't come from a genuine place. So like I said before, the content is mostly about decentering men and kind of furthering. Well, for one, the line of logic operates or starts somewhere where we all believe that women really see themselves as inferior, or in modern times, that's really a thing where men are just actively on a regular basis all day, every day, trying to find ways to be conniving and scheme and all this type of shit. Men, that's not who men are. Men, actually, especially with civilization and society, right? Like, we are so much more civilized. If men were that evil, most men would be able to tell you about at least 3 fist fights that they got into throughout the year. Cause it could pop off at any time. Like, you can find any reason to get into an argument in public, and then y'all might get it shaken. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, but her content also, for the most part, it's what men gotta understand about women and experiences. So for a man, right? I want you guys to imagine what drives you towards going to Pornhub. Like, what makes you want to go over there, right? You going over there or going through that whole act that comes along with the hub, right? For the stimulation. What men don't really understand is that women do a lot of things for stimulation because that's an experience. She wants to have that experience for the stimulation of the experience, right? So in order to achieve that, that's why sometimes, women may create a problem out of thin air. Or she, I don't know, again, like, women actually talk about being bored. I rarely hear no grown ass man say he bored. If anything, if you grown enough, you just tired. Grown men be tired. Grown men be like, nigga, I'm tired. You understand? Levi, I'm tired. Oh shit, I ain't play out no sounds. But anywho, so I'm gonna go ahead and share this media right here so you guys can get a feel for what the content is.
That they can reach her at. So they don't want women to do personal development. They're not going to say, hey, ladies, go read Think and Grow Rich. Go read How to Win Friends and Influence People. Become a better version of yourself. Men are already struggling with women being blind and making poor decisions, and they still can't level up. If women leveled up, the majority of males would not make it. And so in order for two people to have flourishing partnership between, the woman needs to be a whole individual, and so does he. But men do not want to do the work that's required to become a whole individual. They typically use women to get where they want to get, and I'm totally against that. Men typically want to keep a woman at a level that they can reach her at, so they don't want.
So, for the most part, whenever these kind of people have the mic, right? And whenever these kind of people talk about men, and for the most part, you got to realize whenever a woman's talking about men, she's talking about her respective man. So she's talking about black men right now, right? So what she's saying is, for the most part, black men have bad intentions towards women in general. And not only that, he doesn't do anything or want to do anything to benefit the woman. And not only that, what she's capitalized on is like this again, this all these ways that how our women y'all think like white supremacists. That's some shit that a racist would think. A racist could just be comfortable, but just assuming this whole group of men want to. Those are all terrible things. So you have reduced happy relations. First of all, family again. Family is the most powerful thing that we can create. And again, these kind of conversations. One of the reasons why everything she does strikes a chord with me is because it goes against family and it stops the family from coming together. You're stopping black folks from coming together because the main thing that's keeping black folks apart is the women. From not having kids to getting rid of kids, you know what I'm saying, and leaving the man that you had kids with. For the most part, if you had to go interview for 400 or 500 co-parenting sets and whatnot, right? If y'all went down that storyline almost 100% of the time, you probably will find out that either moms was wilding or moms ended their relationship. Because most men, for the most part, if he's going to stay, you know what I'm saying, if he's going to be there, then he's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Meaning that, like, if he with you and y'all in a relationship, then he's going to be with you, right? Versus some men, there's some men out there who are deadbeats and they don't take care. They don't want anything to do with that child. Yes, that does happen. But we're not going to make it seem as though it's natural. Because for the most part, and whenever we look at history, we always say, damn, I wouldn't want to live in that time. Why don't you want to live in that time? Because how far the world has come. Forget the technology. If we think about the laws, there wasn't like the police is like a new thing. That is a super modern concept. I think you just had the military and the people who protect the king and to fight the wars. They don't actually police. They don't police the street. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe they had that in other societies, but when you think about it, the way we have it now, like the fire department. Whoa, who thought of all that? But not only that, right? It's become American culture to find a way to shit on men and bite the hand that feeds you. And here's the thing: you ain't never going to be happy if you can't find your way towards no goddamn gratitude. That's another thing I don't like about her content. But it's not really content. she's providing stimulation to the part of black women's brains that identify with all those like white supremacist tropes, like yo, all black men are lazy, all black men are basically like nefarious and evil and have bad intentions. They all sex crazed, they're all criminals. And basically just overall a bad, like they're just a bunch of bad apples. She's saying we bad apples, y'all. She's trying to say that we are bad. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I really feel like, yo, to a certain degree, some of you ninjas need your timelines changed. Because in the timeline and listen, I feel like
you was watching tables. You was waiting.
In the timeline I create, she be watching tables. I say it again.
You was watching tables. You was waiting.
Let's go ahead and play some more. Let's see if we get some more examples.
Princella, when with the whole B. Taylor situation, they're like, I unfollowed her. I knew she was a fraud. I knew it was something about her I didn't trust. I knew I didn't like that bitch, blah, blah, blah. And they did it as if that was going to change the fact that you're still a married single mother. Or your baby.
Let's stop it right there. Women don't realize that, yo, you have let these people poison you. And again, this is the damage, the generational damage that's done from having a victim mindset. At least from how I will understand it, a victim mindset in terms of feeling like, yo, things are always happening to me. Everyone has the worst intentions, and basically finding a way to be offended, finding a way to have a complaint in your mouth, finding a way to for the most part, I don't want to just bring it to accountability because I feel like it's deeper than that. You know what I mean? What it is, what it becomes is that you want someone else to do all the work while you just show up and just, for the most part, just keep moving the goalposts, right? So when she says you're a married single mother, what she's trying to say is you are basically modern women have come to believe that. And no, it's not even modern women. It's just that when black women are talking about men, they're talking about black men. Anything that the man benefits from is seen as negative in these women's eyes. You cannot be a married single mother. What they're trying to say is that basically, if you're in a relationship with a black man, it is a terrible relationship. The only way that it's not a terrible relationship is if he pays if he basically does your job and his job and is able to make two incomes. Basically, you only want this person around if they can function. I don't want to say function as a thing, but basically, how can I say? But basically, you want them to be perfect. And I'm gonna tell you something. In life, if anyone ever treats you like that, if anyone ever tries to make you jump through hoops, that would mean dare I say that person doesn't like you. I keep forgetting that I rented the movie Long Legs. I'll be watching that weird movie tonight, and I will finish it tonight. I keep forgetting to play my sound.
Because I always respected your hairline on television.
You understand?
Get up and get out of them relationships like that.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's play some more.
Here are the 3 tactics men use to deceive women. Number 3, get you to invest into them.
Oh yeah, also, and then mostly like titles like this. These are the 3 tactics. So for one, she's also playing on all these ideas that come. All these things that black women believe because of their ego. All right, and even when we think about this content, we have to look at the content with the understanding that a majority of modern women suffer from the same symptoms or have the same symptoms that a narcissist will have, which would be, you know, the inability to think that you could ever be wrong. You know what I mean? Mostly not having self-awareness and being aware of other people's feelings. You know, the being, you know, being delusional, having unrealistic expectations, feeling as though it's your job to punish people for not doing what you want them to do, or not thinking how you want them to think, or not saying the things that you want them to say. Like, I never forget when it was a guy that I was really cool with, I'd known for a long time, and we used to talk on Instagram a lot, and this was a no conversation or post that I was towards him, and it had absolutely nothing to do with him. Actually, he said the word hotep to me a few times, and I'm like, what is hotep? Like, what is that? And then when I looked it up, I found out that hotep meant like, so I feel like it meant peaceful. I don't know, but anyway, and then I learned, oh, really woke people, they say, when they say hotep, they're talking about like the overly militant black. This is basically like the tradition. It could be the traditional thinking black man, conservative thinking black man, but they mostly mean like the militant, you know, Pan-Africanism. They're pretty much like a Dr. Umar in a way. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You know, listen.
Donations. Gifts. More
Gifts, nigga, baby. Wrong with y'all. But anyway, anywho, but yeah. So, and I remember, I basically the post was a woman saying, in so many words, she was saying, this is how I'm on it when it comes to taking care of my man. Before my man's feet touch the ground, I'm already going to work. I put it like that, right? And I forgot. I think he responds to the story and starts talking about his niece. Like, you know, I think he said some shit like, yeah, you know, you starting to sound like a hotep nigga. I didn't know what that meant, and I'm thinking he playing and whatnot. So I said, no. It was something else I posted, and he said that for the first time, and I forgot. I think it was the post I just spoke about with the girl talking about how she take care of her man, and he makes a comment about, yeah, you know, if some dude ever told my niece that she had to sleep with him, basically he was saying he will unalive his niece's husband for expecting her to do her wifely duties. What? And at the time, I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? They would say, yeah, like that's some stuff I go to the electric chair for. I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? First of all, why would you be involved in the sex life of your niece? Also, what like your boyfriend cannot assault you. And this is what I'm talking about. Like when you have this thing now where women try to say that their husbands can rape them. How can your husband rape you? It's your husband. But what that stuff is based on is the idea of getting including men, and getting men and women to buy into the idea that all men are prude monsters that need to be controlled by women ultimately. And we got to a point where, like, look at this shit with Travis Hunter. You can see examples of how much black men love black women. First of all, black men we only need one example. If you need to understand how much black men love black women in particular, look at how black women act towards black men, and black men still want to be in relationships with them. Every time I ask a black man, did your mother ever tell you that you deserve masculine respect no matter what? Or you deserve basic human respect no matter what? Or did your mother ever tell you don't ever let a woman disrespect you? Or how to handle a disrespectful woman? I'm saying, or how to handle never. Or ever talk to you and go over this is what a good woman is. No, she gonna teach you black love. And let's get into what black love means, right? Look at Remy and Pap. That is one of the greatest examples of black love. You know why? Because in the eyes of the American black man, African American man, black love means worshiping and living for this woman in his mind. And in her mind, it means this shit is all about me and my feelings, not about the family and keeping the family together in a healthy way. Taking preventative measures, just one. I mean, honestly, for the most part, y'all relationships ain't gonna do well because you have no spirituality in your life, or your spirituality don't align, or you're not connected to it in a positive way where you really trust whatever your faith is and put all your trust in that. Basically, you put to hand your burdens to your faith, meaning that I'm putting it all in your hands. I'm gonna do the work you told me to do. I'm gonna put it all in your hands. You have no faith. That's why you can't have no relationships. Where's your faith? How strong is your faith? Another goal for the channel. Oh my God! Hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'm too good. I'm too good. I'm too good. I'm too good. Come on, bro.
They'll ask you to lend them money, and it can be as small as $1. Any favor that you fulfill lets him know that he's entered the realm of being able to control and manipulate your psychology to his benefit. Number 2, gift giving. Gift giving is actually what you call a Trojan horse, because men know that whatever you give a woman, she'll multiply.
There we go, right there. That bullshit. All right. So, and I hate to say it like that. I say that bullshit because you cannot do some shit that you're not trying to do. You cannot do amazing things with your eyes closed and just you breathe and shit just happens. No. You have to be working on that. Yes, that can happen. You're right. That can happen. But again, whenever you hear these women tell these stories, and really again, they're not here to make content to help no one. They're making this content mostly to get that bag. Because if you want to make some money, you want to get to that shmoney. There's a lot of women. Look at Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey will say anything to disparage niggas. Okay, he'll say like anything. I'm saying like that's how he felt about black men. You know what I mean? That's how he felt about niggas. You know what I mean? For real, like. He need donations.
You think I have somebody I love
In the bricks? Nah, nigga.
Had my back. They never had my back. He told me how much he wants to take you.
He never had my back. That's Jaguar right, nigga. Pierce Morgan had an ass up there talking. Was that Pierce Morgan? Had up there like talking, having a real conversation with this nutcase. They had to pull that shit off the internet. Okay, goodness gracious, up there saying Jay-Z, he's a monster. He's a monster. You don't even know him. You ever seen Elf? You don't know him. know a man's heart. All right, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted, man. But yeah, but now, so I mean, I stopped it there again because again, it's this thing where whenever they're trying to explain relationships, they always explain the relationships from the standpoint of the men are everything that's wrong, and every time we talk about the woman, they always speak to the best possible outcome or level of ability. You just kind of assume that she has to be great. She has to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? And I'm playing these things because the next video I'm going to play is going to be kind of confusing because you're going to start hearing some different things.
So he'll find out what you want or your weak spots, give you something that he knows you want, and then the floodgates for you to give back to him tenfold are open. The first two tactics work like a charm, but the number one tactic is to have sex with you. Pain is a weapon and clouds women's judgment, and these three tactics make it difficult.
So here's the thing. So even that right there. First of all, you know what's crazy? This somebody mama. Could you imagine like your mother being a stud online, having messy relationships with content creators that's just putting your business out there? The other kids you go to school with know all about. You know what I mean? I couldn't imagine having a mother who would wear a bunch of fitted caps and talk like this. But anywho, look, and let me tell you something right now. She on her way back to the fellas. You gonna start seeing them pants gonna start getting tighter. Them clothes getting tighter right away. First time she was on Real Life Productions, nigga, she up there dressed like Pimp C and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, got her hat cocked, just feeling herself. I said, oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all. But all right, man. So I'm gonna play shout out to MTR. I want to just react to this shit with him. I'm gonna cut some of his commentary. I'm sorry, big dog. Well, let's see how it goes. But I figured he's reacting to the key points. So a few months ago, or earlier this year, Princella was caught up in a bit of a scandal with her ex-girlfriend, B. Taylor. Now, B. Taylor is a very annoying content creator that I've seen on I think some of Anton panels and some of LaPiva Thought panels. And I'm joking, but I mean, like, I think I've seen her a few times, and it's just like one of those like pretentious modern women who feed into all these. First of all, you know this person's probably lying. That's one. It's like one of these people. That's the best way I could put it. We got to a point where I think of course if I saw her in person, maybe I would see it differently and whatnot. I'm sure that in person she is cute. I'm not saying she's not cute, but like one of those women where it's like we have to sit here and listen to you talk as if you're way more attractive than you actually are, or watch you act like you're way more attractive than you actually are, and can't no one really say anything about it. And we had to listen to you tell these myths and tales, and maybe she's telling the truth. I don't fucking know. I mean, because the story she told about Princella was basically, in so many words, just how crazy she is. You know what I'm saying? And how like her daughter don't got a bedroom and whatnot, and she turned her daughter's bedroom into a YouTube studio, and she was the little girl wasn't going to school, wasn't washing up, wasn't eating, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And you can't play loud noises and all types of shit. And I don't know, man.
Thank goodness you've had your surgery. We're good to go.
I don't know, man. Niggas ain't real. So we're gonna go ahead and play these clips right here and go ahead and react to it. I thought it was gonna be a short video, but
out here, you're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Synopsis.
I said, oh.
This is what men have been saying forever.
So women do
What I said they do.
create. And because women hate each other, see, that situation, by her doing that and me seeing the women rally, that opened my eyes to the wickedness of women.
There it is.
That is what opened my eyes to the wickedness of women. And I said, oh.
This is what men have been saying forever.
So women do
what I said they do.
Create stuff
out of thin air
and try to destroy a person's life.
Reputation
and
destruction.
If you are seen as the stronger person,
the masculine,
women will weaponize their perceived weakness and play the victim.
How do you?
All right. First and foremost, ain't first of all, the nigga interviewing her is talking to her like we're reaching common ground. She just telling her story. She feel like she was just done wrong by B. Taylor, and you're trying to relate to that as a man because dude, I'm going through the same thing. So now you get it. No, nigga, no, she an op. All right, she like literally, and this is crazy. You really became the man that you wanted. Being delusional is dangerous. If you have a person in your life that's delusional, it's dangerous. They are on a path to destruction. A yellow brick road to destruction. How many metaphors you need? Come on, man. Come on, man. Shit. I gotta make sure I get all my new shit money today.
I snap my fingers. You forget that you ever gay. I was never gay. Exactly. Wait, no, stop. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do that for princella. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, because here's also the thing about her doing this shit. Y'all both women. So as far as who could be lying, we are at a complete. Just keep it a stack. We really don't know. Y'all both could be lying. One of y'all could be lying. We ain't never gonna know, and it ain't that serious. But I'm just saying, whatever B. Taylor said that Princella did, she did that shit. You understand? Say it again. Whatever B. Taylor said that Princella did, she did that shit. I mean, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. The reason why I can believe that shit is because of people who have severe mental health problems, right? And because everything that she was describing is lifestyle of a person with mental health problems. Listen, and the first thing that tipped me off is an old video of Princella rapping, and I ain't gonna lie, nigga, she's really like riding the beat. It was actually pretty tough. And you know what she was rapping about? You were king to me. You were king to me, like, and really rapping. I think she's rapping over the Lord Knows beat, the Drake and Rick Ross joint. You know what I mean? From Take Care, and like, yo, she was killing it. It was a pretty dope flow and everything. And she rapping about how much she loved black men. Fam, what happened to you, Princella? Come on, man. It's a walking Greek tragedy. God damn. You can't get caught. That's another thing too about wokeism. These people be wanting you to get caught up in these characters they create. And I'm okay with you having a character, but a part of it has to be based on who you really are. Because think about when she talks about shit, you don't approach nothing from a vulnerable standpoint. When they always watch out for that when someone tell a story. If they ain't never vulnerable in none of their stories. Because it was just, like my penis was just too big and that's why we couldn't be together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, she told they told me I was too handsome to work there. You know what I mean? I got all the hoes fading like Michael Jackson. Watch out for that. Watch that person. Keep your eyes on them. Don't let them out your sight.
New sash.
It was in the apartheid country.
New sash. Oh, hold on, man.
Every time I be capping, I'm hitting with that new sash. You feel me? Yo, I'm getting all my shit back.
That's cap. I accuse you of capping.
She up here capping. So anyway, and another reason, every time I try to do a princella video, the shit take about 3 or 4 hours because she says so much. All right, I'm gonna try to let this play for a minute. I'm gonna try.
You be doing all of this content and put it in front of women's eyes, talking about that men are not as intelligent, that men are this. You created that. The content that we're gonna go over here today is just a chef's kiss. Throughout her talking points, she has accumulated a platoon in our womanhood, and then here is the reason why. Well, after all of that.
So that's B. Taylor. That's B. Taylor, and this is the story of basically she for the most part. I mean, now I'm thinking about it. You know what? I guess this was a little messed up because I mean, she really did create a video like telling all their business and telling like intimate details, all types of stuff, and like personal things between them. And now I'm thinking about it. You know what? That was private, and it didn't have to be public. But that's another thing that more we starting to realize too is like, yo, black women be trying to ruin people's reputations. Like it's cool. If you a black woman watching this shit, yo, call women out on that stuff. Spreading rumors about people, trying to convince other people not to like other people, or just lying about people. That's not cool. You can ruin so much. Look how many people's lives get ruined. Like that girl who got that lacrosse team, the white boys on that lacrosse team on them years ago, put out of school. Yo, it was a video of her talking about, yeah, so I lied about that stuff, and and that's what I was doing at the time, and my bad. Basically, whoops, my bad.
This content creator has got up on and did a podcast speaking about what had happened from her perspective, and finally admits one of the major things that I've said on my platform for the last several years, and it being that, yes, there's dudes out there that are necessary. Anyway, that's enough of the introduction. Let's get into some of her comments. Without further ado.
You're so knowledgeable. I just be wanting to pick your brain on stuff. But
oh my God, I man, no disrespect to the brothers that's doing this channel. But god damn, bro, like, what? Come on, man. You're making black men look bad. You know what? I'm gonna let this John rock. I'll be right back, man. I'm gonna let it rock. Fair use. I'm gonna go ahead and put this food in the oven. I'll be right back.
We have was it Baylor TV or
you ain't got to say a name, but you messed it up and good. You messed it up.
Yeah. Quote unquote your ex.
Yeah.
She threw shots at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She basically said you groomed her into a relationship, which is the wildest shit I've ever heard. How do you groom somebody into a relationship? But anyway, and she basically threw just a lot of different accusations at you. You know what I'm saying? Basically saying you're a fraud. And things like that. So what do you have to say about the quote unquote you're a fraud? Because I did start seeing people start commenting, oh, I watched this video and I don't look at her the same. I've seen people actually react to that. And again, me and you talked off camera and we said it's never about the truth anymore. It's about who can tell the best story. And sometimes the people that can tell the best story can actually control the minds of the people,
the narrative,
which then will have the people turning on you. And we're public figures, right? You're out here, you're doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? You're preaching your message, and then something like this hits you. Number one, are you okay? Like that, like when things go public about something so intimate, we wear, you know how it goes. We wear it, but that shit does hurt. Like somebody that you actually fuck with, somebody that you actually pour time and energy into to go online and make accusations, that hurts.
The context around the grooming is that the other woman said that it was her first lesbian experience and that this woman groomed her into starting it. I never like the talk of grooming when it comes to two consenting adults. You both can make an appropriate decision. No one
I didn't even have to watch the shit to know what's the deal. Let's talk about that right there, right? Words like that. But basically, listen, that's another misandrous concept. I mean, it's not when they say based just in misandry, but the idea is that I was set up, I was deceived, and not only that, again, furthering this idea that no, the only way that you could lose, the only way you could take an L is if the other person deceives you or they cheats, because there's no way. What kind of egotistical shit is that? There's no way that I could have just made a mistake. There's no way I'm just a bad judge of character. That's another thing that we're not hearing too, is that bad judge of character. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying before, listen, the intention that people put behind what they do, when people don't put no love in something, watch that shit, man. There's no love in your content. All right, there's no love in it. There's no family in it. There's no unity in it. There's no you know what I'm saying? And not only that, Princella is not able to show you a successful version of that. For the most part, it's just some high level stud game. Like, this started out just as a way for her to make sure she can get some punani, and then it just ran amok. I'm trying to tell you, them clothes getting tighter. But using words like grooming, like those terms are used to put yourself in a position to say, "Yo, I was deceived. I was being coerced. I had no control over the situation."
When it's holding you by the hair and is forcing your face down into doing something. But I do think that the interviewer here brings out a fantastic point. If you do not control the story, if you do not have a good narrative, then people may not believe you. But let's see your thoughts.
It hurts. So here's the thing. See, she didn't like the fact that I'm not as emotional as her. Her whole goal was to try to hurt me however she could. So she was the type of person that I just could not mentally handle. I couldn't mentally withstand the stuff that she was putting me through. So I actually broke up with her in January.
Toxic.
Right? And so we had been broken up for 4 months, but I'm the type of person that's like, we can remain friends. We don't have to be together. It don't have to be no beef, because I ain't never done nothing to you. Right. I ain't never done nothing but try to be a good friend to you.
Right.
But she was putting me through a lot of hell. She would always talk about being. She had these dark thoughts. She would even tell me that she would see demon faces. Like, she was really going through some mental stuff, right? And she was really causing me a lot of pain. And like, I was physically hurting me. I couldn't deal with her. And so I broke up with her in January. And fast forward 4 months later, she thought it was a game that I would not move on. Well, she found out that I moved on with someone else after 4 months. 4 months after we broke up, I finally moved on. And I'm still with my current girlfriend that I moved on with. When she found out that I actually moved on, I was on a TikTok live talking about my new book that I had just created. She came in the comment section and she started doing some hoorah stuff. And she, in the comment section, because I was telling the people, I said, y'all might hear that I date women or whatever. You just got to understand, I ain't trying to get with you. I got somebody, I'm cool. And she come in the comment section and she say, yeah, she dating somebody in her book club. So I turn around, I see that, and I'm like, yeah, I'm dating somebody in my book club. My moderator saw her and immediately blocked her because she started crap in the comment section. She calls me while I'm on live and starts screaming and hollering at me. Why you block me? I'm like, my hand ain't even on the camera. I didn't block you. Yes, you did, screaming. And I mean, she's screaming at the top of her lungs. Why would you tell them that you moved on? Why would you tell them? Because you know why? Because she was a struggling content creator. And so she had had a breakup with her baby daddy. Now, so she got 2 different baby daddies, and she ain't with neither one of them, right? And so she broke up online with her second baby daddy. So
that wasn't a red flag for you?
huh?
Right.
No.
Okay.
Right.
No, this
Shout out to the interviewer for calling that out. It's funny to me how these fake dating gurus will tell you everything that you need to know in order to fix your life, but then you look within the intricacies of their own life and you're like, well, but you ain't conducting your shit correctly. So how can you coach me? She got 2 different baby daddies, don't want to be with her. She tells you that she's in self-deletion mode. She tells you that she sees demon faces and you are still interacting with her. Not only that, but you're reaching down into your subscribers, this one being in your book club, to have more relationships with those.
First of all, hold on. I just caught that. Hold on. You just admitted I was playing about the whole you be trying to create like an endless supply of punani. Oh, so he said, yeah, I am seeing somebody in my book club. Yo, shit crazy. Yo, but then again, real talk, this is what most studs really have to do, to get laid. They got to go this far. She got to write books to get a woman. You know what I'm saying? She got to do all types of shit. But I don't know, man. I might still be Team B Taylor. Shout out to MTR though. He doing a great breakdown.
That follow you. That's why in the last video, I believe I call her something like Princella the stud maker instead of queen maker. But let's get into the most important part of this conversation.
Oh, he's trying to make sure he get his bars off. All right, MTR. Yo, I wonder what his real name is. I feel like his name John.
Conversation.
So this is what she's doing gotcha. Right. So because she broke up online, she tells me this, and she sent it to me in a text message. I don't want to look like a fool. I already broke up and had a terrible breakup online. I don't want to look like a fool. So what she was trying to do is make me look bad, right?
Reputation destruction.
Trying to make it seem like I was, because she didn't want to now have 2 baby daddies and then be broken up with a woman. Right. She didn't want the public to see that a woman had broke up with her. So what she was trying to do is beat somebody to the punch. And I'm like, I done left you alone. I even sent her to her job. I sent her like a bouquet of fruit to say that we don't have to be enemies or nothing. We can be friends. Man, they flipped that to be negative. She's narcissistic and gaslighting. Why would you send her fruit to her job? And so she told me one time, when I had broke up with her, I had broke up with her one time before, and then I messed around and we had got back together. But during this little period of time where I had broke up with her, I was on live and doing things, and she gonna tell me, I felt some kind of way because I'm over here hurting and I'm over here crying and you just online smiling like ain't nothing wrong with you. So she didn't like the fact that she couldn't get to me emotionally. So her way of thinking that she was gonna hurt me was to bring my child and smear my child all over the internet to say that I'm abusive. And she did it just because she wanted a response out of me.
Crazy.
And so she have them calling CPS and bringing CPS to my house on a totally fabricated lie.
Person who's watching this video right now, whether or not you want to believe her story or the other chick's story, it's completely up to you. But what I would say to her is that the reason that a large majority of your audience, the reason why they fed into her bullshit is because you created the monster that you had to slay. You've oriented their mindsets to never have empathy for men. So they view you as the man in the relationship, and they hear about all these things that you're doing, and then they turn on you. That's you that did that. You created that audience. It was unbeknownst to you that you think as a woman that dresses like a dude, that they're still going to be treating you like a woman. No, they're going to be treating you like a guy. Therefore, they're going to have unrealistic guy expectations for you. Bump the logic within a situation. If her needs are not being met by the masculine, then the masculine is wrong.
All because you're mad that I broke up with you and moved on with somebody else, and that I wasn't crying and showing signs of emotional instability. That's what all of that was about.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna play this whole thing because I don't want this be playing somebody's content for a whole episode, not like that. We just gonna just have play content so we have a reference point. So they both could be right. Cause let me tell you something. I think they both could be right, or they both could be telling the truth, or just telling a story. You know what I'm saying? Just because I think it's really dangerous when we just assume that this is the thing that modern women and modern men believe is that all women deserve a great guy, or all women deserve a great relationship. But there's no parameters, no criteria for like what kind of woman deserves what kind of relationship. Men don't feel like all men deserve a bad bitch. Men don't feel like all men deserve a Mercedes. If you can get one, you can get one. Men don't think that all men deserve to have a house. All men deserve not like no. It's like, yo, you got to go out there and get it how you live. If you go out there and can make that happen, yo, that's what's up. We're gonna applaud you. You know what I mean? Right? But when people have these conversations, it's from the perspective that no matter who you are, what you are, you deserve a good relationship. Like I had a conversation earlier in the comment section about Cardi B. I'm like, why did I talk about what she tolerated as if no Offset is a good match for her? What are you talking about? What like who? What? What are you talking about? Why wouldn't Offset be a good that's her level. Whatever he's doing, that's her level anyway. You think she's supposed to have a better man than Offset? What are you talking about? What's going on with Cardi? But it's because you see these a lot of modern women, and actually princella she touches on that point about how women think that men are like their slaves, or they exist to serve them, you know what I'm saying? Or they exist to, in so many words, to serve or serve a purpose that they've come up with, that they've written. You know what I'm saying? But no, I think both can be true. You know what I'm saying? Because when Princelle talk about her mental health problems, let me tell you something. Women who be having like multiple baby daddies, women who were like teen moms and stuff like that, a lot of times they have mental health problems. Because it usually means that they have a high tolerance for risk, and they're more likely to make impulsive decisions. Right? So if that's what was going on with her, y'all linking up makes more sense, and especially when the women goes for y'all to both have kids. Think about how confusing that is for y'all children. Y'all both got children, right? And you start off with a father, and now y'all both are just two single mothers together. Princella need to go ahead and just put some tighter clothes on and just come on home, baby. Matter of fact, she need to go ahead and just call baby daddy and see if he want to take it back, bro. Because I mean, it's gotta be honestly, this whole thing has to be about fucking with her baby daddy. Like, all right, nigga, you know what? I'm gonna start dressing. It probably started with her saying, "I'm gonna start dressing like a nigga," and you know what? I'm gonna start stealing the girls you cheating on me with. I don't know. That must have been how it started. She must have been going undercover, and then she's trying to like follow a girl that she thought he was with, and she fell in love with her, and she came on the internet. All right, you know what? We about an hour in, man. Yo, like, share, and subscribe, man. We're gonna go ahead and pick this back up in a little bit because It's 10 o'clock and I'm supposed to be cooking. All right, y'all, man. I'm about to be out, man. Be on the lookout for me, as the angry man say. Be on the lookout for me a little bit later on, man. I might finish it later on, probably tomorrow morning. I'm gonna finish this episode because I wanted to connect this to Lane Bryant. I think her name was Lane Bryant. I'm sorry. No, I'm gonna do the knowledge and find out her name. I'm gonna be a real content creator. But anyway, love y'all. Peace.